probably not a good thing when they have a sign saying almost at the top. Get it done.
Brilliant work, what an achievement this morning.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Rollercoaster of Running. It's good to have you here, and today I am at the Newcastle Half Marathon, which starts, as you might be able to see in the background now, at Kingston Park, which is the home of the Newcastle Falcons, the rugby club. Getting a little bit of a habit of doing these stadium ones because we had the St James Park fun run with my daughter last week, a while, I think about how long ago it was, a few weeks ago. We were at Gateshead International Stadium, and now we're at the home of the Falcons. So yeah, checking off the stadiums of the North East one by one. But yeah, today is the Newcastle Half Marathon, and it is organised by Run Through. And as you heard me say on the channel before, I really rate Run Through as a well-organised company. You turn up, you get your bib, or if you have signed up late like I did, or you can have it sent out to you in the post. But no fuss getting it at all. You just give your name, pick up the bib, and you're away. It's an old school one where you have the chip go through your laces on your shoe. But other than that, it's been a really quick process to get out. So yeah, this one is starting at Kingston Park, and then it goes out around the sort of countryside just outside towards Dinnington, past Dinnington and out for a little bit. But let's see how we get on today, because as you might have noticed on the last one that I did for the Great North 10K, I wasn't feeling great. I do feel a little bit better, have a little bit of, I don't know if it's tightness or something is going on in my right leg, so we're going to take it nice and easy. It has been a bit of a heat wave in the UK as well. Don't know where you are, where you're watching this, but it's due to get up to about 22-23 degrees Celsius. But at the moment it's a lovely overcast day with a little bit of sort of drizzle mist hanging in the air, so it does feel like that heat is around though, so it could burn through, the sun could burn through at any point through the clouds. Let's hope for now though we get a nice cool morning, try and get as much of it done as we can before the real heat hits in. But yeah, I'm going to get warmed up, get a little bit of stretching in, try and get this right leg nice and loose and nice and warm, and then we'll make it across the start line. It's about 1,500 I think they said, or it was somewhere around 1,500 people doing this. So it's called the Newcastle Half Marathon. Most people would associate Newcastle Half Marathon with the Great North Run, but this is one that's been growing. Lots of good feedback from it from last year, so let's go check it out. So we're 4.5 nearly miles in. It's very muggy, and the 10k's already turned around at the 5k mark, and then the half marathoners keep going and get the extra in. It's a nice flat road that we're on now, but yeah, it's a very humid day, so it's kind of draining the energy levels quicker. As I said at the beginning, nothing stupid on this one, just get it done, and that's it. So that's what we're going to do, get it done. This was a sign for a ferret crossing, like ferrets in the area. Mink, I don't know what it is. I have to look that up. Strange sign. Oh, and here's the big hill. Yep, still going up that same hill. I'm going to put this bit in fast forward for you, so it looks like I'm going quick. Probably not a good thing when they have a sign saying almost at the top. You know it's a hill when that happens. Alright. Right, 6.55 miles halfway. I think I've got another half of me, half of a half. Hopefully that's it for sort of major inclines now, as we should be running back the way, you know, sort of roundabout way. But sometimes it just doesn't work out, that does it? Let me know in the comments, what's the hardest uphill you've had to do, and what race was it on? Field definitely spread out now. There's not as many people around, so you can kind of go at your own pace, move where you need to. So quite pleasant now. The sun is starting to come through, so it's noticeably getting warmer. But We're about to hit mile 8. 5 miles left. Yay! Sneaking a little uphill to make sure your legs are still working. You're an amazing volunteer, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, I'd love to get on a plane and go on holiday. I don't like beach holidays, but I would do one right now if it meant getting out of these last 2 miles. Dear me. See, over behind that tree is where the stadium is. This is not too far to go, but my hamstring and my glute are very, very tight. So, as I'm supposed to have another run later this week, I'm trying to take it easy and just make sure I nurse this one home. It's warm, but I'm okay, hanging in there. Just trying to stretch it out while walking. And then do that last sort of half mile back at the pace. Ah. So I just wanted to get a few closing thoughts in before we head to the finish line for this video. As I didn't get a chance to do an outro, one of the bits of feedback I would give for this run in particular was I do wish there was some way of having some toilet facilities at the halfway stage in particular. I know that would probably mean a portaloo or porta potty depending on where you're watching this. It would be gratefully received if there was some way to have some facilities out at the halfway point, but that would be nitpicking because I thought the organisation once again from Run Through was fantastic, as always is. This point I just want to also say thank you. You can see some runners on your left hand side there, which are some friends I've made. I believe they run for the Townmoor bench runners, so thank you for Dee for sending through some finishing footage there, and that little boost of a cheer was gratefully received at that point as well, because although we're heading to the finish line and into Kingston Park, a little bit of noise and support goes such a long way, so thank you very much to you guys who were there. As I said, we are going to wrap this one up very shortly. I'm going to be heading around this corner and into Kingston Park, where I'll let the noise take over for what I could hear at the time. I always think it's nice for you guys to experience what I'm going through at the end in particular, even if sometimes that means you hear some heavy breathing, as obviously I've been hitting about 13.1 miles. On a hot day, it is going to be a little bit of heavy breathing, so I apologise if you do hear any of that in a second.
Half marathon distance ticked off. So get some snaps for the socials as we get across the line there. Brilliant work. What an achievement this morning.
So once again guys, this was the Newcastle Half Marathon organised by Run Through. Really enjoyed it, even though if some points in the video it doesn't seem like I am. It was a hot day, had a few aches and pains, but I did enjoy it. A lot of it obviously takes part in the countryside, so I did try and speak to the camera a little bit more. If that's something you enjoy, let me know in the comments. I'm happy to try and include a little bit more commentary as I'm going along, just my sort of random thoughts and musings as we go. But really excited for the upcoming races We've got one very soon, which is in Durham. We'll be going back for the Durham Running Festival and doing the 10k there. But for now, thank you for watching. Click that subscribe button and I will see you on the next one.